back at it again, and I've got two videos today that I'm going to be stitching together. And the left has been hemorrhaging support as of more recently, right? I mean, it's been absolutely apocalyptic, all right? It's been absolutely crazy. I mean, everybody and their mother, I feel like, is starting to come out the woodworks and, you know, have something bad to say about the left, which, you know, I think is a very unique opportunity for Republicans to have not only black people, but Hispanics to vote Republican for the next 100 years, if not have a 50-50 split, which in the past, the left has had a 95% stronghold on the black community, right? Which I think that number is now down into the low 70s support from black people, Democratic support from black people. Yeah, like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new. If you like to follow me on social media, those links are down below in the description box, as well as my Discord server, which is basically just a glorified chat room. It's totally free to join. Hope to see you over there. And with that being said, let's dive in.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution.
Yes, ma'am.
Who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans.
And lo and behold, according to polling, crime is the number one issue, according to polls. The left was hoping that it would have been Roe v. Wade. Last time I checked, that's tied with being the lowest issue, you know, in terms of priority. Crime is number one. And that's why you've seen some people on the left come out and say, you know, no, we don't want to defund the police. You know, that's not what we were. And I'm like, hold on, wait a second. Wait a minute. Now, I'm new to this, okay? I'm not true to this yet. I'm new to it still, okay? But I do recall basically everyone on the left talking about defund the police. And now all of a sudden, right before midterms, when you realize, oh man, we're about to crap the bed, let's reverse course. Like, no. We got video evidence today, baby. We can watch you say it. What are they going to do now? I wonder.
Who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and
Yes,
above
ma'am.
all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war.
Ooh, that
Now,
too.
I believe
Sheesh.
in a government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people. Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, it stands for a government that is of, by, and for the powerful elite. Now, I'm calling on my fellow common sense, independent-minded Democrats to join me in leaving the Democratic Party.
Whew.
If you can no longer stomach the direction that the so-called woke Democratic Party ideologues are taking our country, then I invite you to join me.
So now you've got folks like Tulsi Gabbard. And I've asked you guys about Tulsi, how you feel about Tulsi. A lot of you guys even like Tulsi. A lot of you even said that she is one of the only Dems that, you know, you as a Republican would ever even consider voting for. She has been like, she obviously just released a video saying, chuck up the deuces, I'm out. And anybody that supports me, anybody that's independent and a free thinker, I encourage you all to join me. What is the left about to do now? I mean, listen, I've always been a person who has said, it's all right if you vote for the left. But at this point, how could you support what it is that they are doing? And I think that's why you're seeing it in the polls. And that's why you're seeing the left panic right now, because people are waking up and realizing they're destroying everything around us. Any sane-minded person, I think, would say that, even if you are a staunch Democrat. Anyway, let's jump into this second video here that I thought was really, really interesting to see.
Stephen A. Smith, the host of No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith podcast, and he joins me now. So you're in charge. We're going to make you president. What is the Stephen A. Smith platform to solve the crime and homelessness crisis?
Well, first of all,
Now, for those of you that don't know who Woke A. Smith is, he has a show called First Take or Woke Take. It's a sports debate kind of show on ESPN. And oftentimes, Stephen A. Smith has taken a woke approach to a lot of issues. Like more recently, the issue with, what was that? The volleyball player chick. And I think I made a video on this. I can't remember. The volleyball chick from, where was she from? I think she was from Duke or North Carolina. I can't remember. But the volleyball chick that claimed that someone from BYU called her the N-word with the hard R, and it turned out that her godmother was trying to run for office and was using that to campaign on, and it also turned out that her claims were false because there were independent reports. There was a huge investigation on it, and nothing was found. Only one person in the entire arena said that they heard anything, which is just crazy to me. You know, like you hear the N-word with the hard R, like you gonna turn your head. I don't care if you're white, black, blue, or purple. Like people, whoa, what the? Because it's just not a word that you hear on a daily basis. It's just whoa, what did I just hear? You know. So yeah, he took a woke approach with that, amongst other topics as well. So, yeah, anything criticizing the left coming from him, the left is in trouble. Let's continue.
I did not know you dropped this on me. I certainly didn't know we were going to be talking about this, but I'm game for it. Thank you so much for having me. There is no question that a lot of these issues need to be addressed. There is no question that we should be against an extremely progressive agenda that's calling for people to be released from prison on multiple occasions.
Illinois.
That's ignoring a lot of crime that's taking place in the streets. There is
New York.
No doubt about that.
Chicago.
Where I don't vibe with you, Jesse Waters, who I respect, is that when you talk about politicians themselves being innocent, they're not innocent in all of this. A matter of fact, in some instances, the division that exists and has existed for so long has contributed to kind of some of the nonsense that's been taking place in the streets. It doesn't excuse it. Doesn't mean it doesn't have to be addressed.
Where do we disagree? I feel like we're in agreement on everything.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, you said earlier in your great monologue how the politicians themselves were like innocent for crying out loud.
No, I'm not saying they're innocent. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said they're acting like they're the victims when you call them out for not doing their job.
Okay, well, some of them. Well, actually, a lot of them deserve the criticism that they're getting. There is no doubt about that. But I would definitely be big time when it comes to addressing crime in the streets.
Okay, good.
The subway system in New York City, you're damn right I got a problem with that. Something needs to be. I'm a native of New York City.
Yeah.
I took the F and the E train all the time. I wouldn't want my family traveling on the subway right now.
Same with me, not anymore.
I'm saying.
Do you take the subway anymore? I feel like you don't.
Well, I don't.
You don't.
I don't. But that's only because when you get popular and stuff like that, you try to avoid crowds.
You're too popular to take the subway.
I was in L.A. The homelessness that exists there, I got an issue with that. Certainly, when you look at Gavin Newsom and some of the policies that he's put forth, you're talking about a lot of different things that need to be addressed. I don't agree with everything, and I'm not about to pretend that I do.
Okay, I want to play some sound because a lot of people have been talking badly about Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you're with her or against her, but this is what your boy Bill Maher said about her possibly getting dumped by Joe. Listen.
It's very hard to take the nomination away from the president.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Sitting president. And what I could see is replacing the vice president, because she's just not very popular anywhere, and it didn't seem to work out. And I don't know. That's been done before on a ticket. I just think she's a bad politician, and I think she's a very bright person.
She's bad. Do you think she's bad?
I'm not going to go that far. I will say this to you. I think we got to remember the words that he said. He said she wasn't a great politician. He also acknowledged that she's very smart and he believes she's capable, but she's just not doing a great job as a politician. I, believe it or not, I think that she's a highly intelligent woman that unfortunately doesn't have an opportunity to showcase her intelligence.
Really? She's got the second biggest job in the country. She hasn't had the opportunity.
Can I address that?
Please.
When you work for an administration,
yeah,
and you've alluded to other people running the administration,
yes,
and you have all of these people literally telling you, trying to tell you at the very least, what to do, that's problematic.
So you're saying it's Joe Biden's fault she's a bad vice president?
No. Ultimately, it comes down to her. I can't absolve her from accountability. You asked for that seat. You're in that seat. I think she needs to do a better job. There's no question about it. Because a lot of times I'm looking at Kamala Harris and I'm just saying, you are a highly intelligent and accomplished woman. Will you tell us what you truly, truly think instead of giggling all the daggone time every time somebody asks you a question? She can bring a lot if she had, as far as I'm concerned.
The giggle is to remember the lines. They giggle to try to give them some extra time to think, you know, and I've talked about that as well in terms of Kamala, because when I got into this journey, I had checked out some speeches from Kamala, and then I see Kamala today, and I'm like, what happened? Like before she got into office and the debates were going on, like I didn't see an ounce of talking in circles or stuttering or anything like that. But now all of a sudden, it seems like she can't even put a sentence together. And woke A. Smith calling out the establishment. There are people, a lot of people, and he censored himself a little bit. He said that at minimum are telling her or trying to convince her or something like that what to say. I think we know the truth. There are people telling her what she has to say, and she's trying to remember it all, but it's not the way she truly thinks. So it kind of comes out all muddled and whatever else. But hey, that's my assumption. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section.
Believe if she had the freedom to truly speak her mind and be as raw and as authentic as she wants to be. I think she's been encouraged not to. I think as a result, be trying to disguise what you truly feel, you get caught. If she ain't Jesse Waters, she ain't Stephen A. Smith, she ain't gonna just say what the hell she feels. She's gonna say what they want her to parrot. And as a result of that, she finds herself, I think, looking worse than she actually is on many occasions.
Am I your favorite Fox News host?
No. Believe it or not, you're a close second to Sean Hannity. I have to admit it.
So, do you find any validity with that claim that she looks worse than what she really is? Then the reason why she looks so bad is because she's trying to parrot what she's being told. I mean, I think there's at least a little bit of validity with that, just based on, some of the debates that we saw. Now, I still will say that she's not the greatest ever, but I do believe that she does look a whole lot worse because she's trying to parrot what the establishment is telling her to say and to do. I still think she'd be bad, but she's just trash trying to parrot what they have been forcing her to say. But that's just my humble opinion. Y'all let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. If you thought I was wrong, why? I mean, maybe I am wrong. That's definitely a possibility. But the left is definitely hemorrhaging support right now, so the midterms will be very interesting to watch. And I think we are in for a surprise when it comes to the midterms. I think there will be a race or two where the left was supposed to win, and they don't. That's my prediction. But what do y'all think? Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Peace and love. I'm out.